Hi, welcome to Kelstar 111 Tarot. My name is Kelly. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. Today we're going to do a reading for Virgos for November 2020. And I'm really excited to do this reading because we just had the full moon on October 31st, and these energies have been quite intense, and I'm just so curious what's going to happen going forward. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This reading is intended for soulmates, twin flames, deep soul connections. You know your connection, okay? So if it's your story, great. If it's not, it's no big deal, okay? So that being said, the reading that I like to do is looking at the connection between you and your person. I like to look into your headspace, your person's headspace, your heart space, their heart space, the overall energy, and the underlying energy. So anything that could be lurking beneath the surface that wants to poke through. So let's see what the cards have in store for November 2020, Virgo. All right, now think about your thoughts. Think about your thoughts. What's going through your headspace right now, Virgo? What is going through Virgo's headspace? Oh my goodness. What is going through Virgo's headspace? What is going through Virgo's headspace for November 2020? What is going through Virgo's headspace? Well, there must be a lot. Virgos do like to think and analyze. I am a fellow Virgo, so always interesting. What is going on for Virgo in November 2020? What's in Virgo's headspace? What is in Virgo's headspace? Oh boy. Okay, this one wanted to pop out. What did we get? Okay, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Now, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there is no problem, overanalyzing a situation. What did I just say? I just said analyzing. Makes sense, right? So, I mean, Virgos, my guess, you're thinking about something. Okay. Now, I know that's an easy thing to assume, but no. Right now, the energy is kind of intense. So, it says here being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Maybe you have to decide something. Maybe right now this is like a make or break situation, a shift of some sort. But pretending there is no problem, it depends on what's coming out, right? It depends what you're ignoring. Or you're just plain analyzing a situation, overanalyzing. What is in your person's headspace, Virgo? What is in your person's headspace? What is in your person's headspace? What is in... These cards are feeling very, I don't know what the word is today. They're not staying in my hands properly. Okay. Okay, so the Emperor. Okay, Virgo. Your person's headspace, Emperor. Very strong energy here. Okay, Aries energy, you could be dealing with an Aries. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure, and discipline. Okay, I mean, Emperor, he's the King of Kings. Okay, so very, very strong energy here. Virgo, what is in your heart space right now? Two of Swords in the headspace. Overthinking. But back to this card. Something I noticed. The blindfold. She's not fully blindfolded. I find like a Virgo is never fully in the dark. Okay, they have great intuition. And you can see that she's got this veil over her eyes, but she's not fully blindfolded. Okay, so I do find that interesting as well, just as a side note. Virgo, what's in your heart space? What is in your heart space right now? What are you feeling in your heart? What are you feeling in your heart, Virgo? What are you feeling in your heart? What are you feeling in your heart, Virgo? Lots of things. What are you feeling in your heart, Virgo? Virgo's heart, November 2020. Virgo's heart, November 2020. Wow. Wow. This is... Okay. What did it... No. Too many cards. I'm not feeling it. What is in Virgo's heart? Okay, this one looks like it's coming out. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Eight of Cups. The need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. I mean, we know typically that the Eight of Cups is walking away. It can also mean walking towards something, okay? But if you look at the moon in the background, right? We just had a full moon. This isn't a full moon, okay? So this obviously means there's a change here. The need to move on. And, you know, this Two of Swords that you have up here in your headspace, you know, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, following your heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there's no problem, overanalyzing a situation, you know, follow your heart rather than trying to make others happy. This is something that has been coming across my path lately with regards to setting boundaries or people in my life that need to set boundaries. Okay. So it's following your heart, you know, moving forward. And this is the need to move on. So in your heart, maybe it's time you leave something behind. I've been saying this in my other general videos that, you know, we tend to live in the past. And, you know, how's that working for us? We need to push ourselves forward. So I do agree, needing to move on. Okay, let's see what's going on in your person's heart space. Now, in their head space, they are strong energy. And, you know, side note, Virgos tend to have very strong energy. I know that I do, okay? And in my mind, I've always thought, you know, geez, I need somebody stronger, you know? But it's not about having somebody who's stronger than you, okay? It's not about someone who like lifts you up to their level. Energetically is what I'm talking about. It means that you need to look for someone who matches you. And I feel like somebody like the Emperor or that Emperor energy, okay, is somebody who just oozes strength. And I think that is very important to a Virgo, is to be with somebody who has a great deal of strength, because Virgos are very strong people. Okay, what's in Virgo's person's heart space? Okay, this one came out. Okay, so Six of Swords. The end of challenging times. Things are looking up. A welcome relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place. The end of depression or an illness. Travel or relocation. Now, we know in the times we're living in right now, it's kind of hard to travel, right? So this could very well be moving forward, just like we have here with the Eight of Cups. Okay, so you, Virgo, in your heart, you're moving forward. Okay, you're choosing to make big life changes. And in this case, the end of challenging times, things are looking up. There's a relief, peace, moving forward. That's really positive. Okay. Interesting. Now, overall energy, the Chariot. Okay, there's a movement. I mean, we're talking about walking away or making changes, moving forward. I mean, this is about quick movement. Rewards that comes from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, public recognition. Okay, the thing about Virgo energy is that Virgos work hard. Okay, they are successful at balancing. I know multitasking is definitely a trait of Virgos. Okay, so the Chariot, this is really positive. This is moving things forward and quickly. Okay, now on the bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so juggling. You know, I haven't read the description. These are new cards, by the way. That's why I'm looking at the descriptions and getting to know the cards as I use them. I intuitively read cards. I don't necessarily need the cards, but this is just sort of a tool to for you, the viewer. But working too hard on multiple jobs, and we just talked about multitasking, okay? And the need for making boundaries. Maybe this is a concept of like, we need to stop juggling. We need to stop multitasking. Maybe we need to focus on something in front of us versus like all the small things that we need to do. Pick what's most important. But juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. Okay, that could be a financial message for some of you about needing to balance your budget or keep an eye on your pentacles. But I'm not surprised here, actually, because there's definitely a theme here for Virgo about moving forward. Stop overanalyzing. Stop juggling. Very interesting. So let's look at some oracle cards for Virgo. November 2020 Virgo. What's in Virgo's headspace for November? Let's clarify this Two of Swords. What does this Two of Swords mean for Virgo in November 2020? Oh, too many cards. Lots of things. These cards today, I don't know if it's just me or what, but what is in Virgo's headspace for November 2020? What's in Virgo's headspace for November 2020? Virgo's headspace for November 2020. Okay, here we go. Finally. Purification. Okay. So purification, whenever I see this card, I keep saying, you know, it's like sunshine after the rain. It's this feeling of when the sun is poking through after you've had a rainstorm. Purification, I also think of Scorpio energy. And I know that we're in Scorpio season still, so this doesn't surprise me. But it's about moving forward, you know, making that decision, moving forward. Purifying the mind. Stop thinking about the old stuff. Start thinking about the new stuff. Make way for the new. What about this Emperor in your person's headspace? What does that Emperor mean? November 2020 for Virgo's person's headspace. What have we got? Oh my goodness. We got a whole pile of cards today. These cards are just coming out in chunks. What's in Virgo's person's headspace? What is this Emperor card? Who is this Emperor? What is this Emperor? Okay. Okay, pleasure. You know, there's something about an Aries, you know, or something about that Emperor energy where it just like oozes appeal. Okay, so pleasure. You know, looking at the card logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Taking charge of some pleasure, maybe. Accept a leadership role. Structure and discipline. So, I think your Aries gets pleasure out of being so strong and dominant. What about in your heart space, Virgo? Now you have this Eight of Cups, walking away. Changes. What is in your heart space for November 2020? Okay, love. You know, here's what it is. It's clicking to me right now. Look, walking away. And it's not necessarily maybe walking away from love or walking to, as in towards love. This is how I see it. I'm trying to articulate it. It's actually, I get it, but I'm trying to think of how to get the words out to you. The messages are all flooding in my head right now. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, Virgo. Is there somebody that's been in your heart that you need to walk away from? Okay, it may have been a major love. Okay, it may be something that you've been holding on to in your heart, and now's the time to walk away. And the reason why it's time to walk away is because there's going to be love on the other side. Okay, new love. Or it could be renewal of love of somebody you had in the past. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling, but it's like the Eight of Cups to me, you know, it's like this walking away, walking towards. And when I think of love, I can think of how, again, we live in the past. I keep saying this. I keep getting these messages about somebody who's living in the past and needs to let go, okay? Needing to let go because there is new love coming in. So walking away from the old and walking towards the new, okay? So purification up top, making a decision. You know, that Two of Swords, making a decision to leave behind the old and go towards the new. Tell me if that resonates with you. Okay, in your person's heart, we have the Six of Swords, moving on, okay? Things are looking up. So, what is in your person's heart space for November 2020, Virgo? What is in your person's heart space? What is in your person's heart space? Okay, well, we got a couple cards. Okay. Blessings and gateway. Your person is moving on to blessings, and this gateway is opening up to new. Okay, either that or you can look at it the other way around. You can say there's a gateway that's opening up to the new. I mean, in November, we have 11/11 coming up. Okay, 11/11 portal. So, I mean, this gateway, maybe this is what this is referring to, this gateway to blessings. I mean, we know 11/11, 11/11 make a wish, 11/11 twin flame number. It's up to you depending on what is your type of connection, but there's definitely a gateway here to blessings. So this is quite positive. Now, the overall energy, we had the Chariot. In this deck, Solitude. Okay, so moving on. Maybe this Chariot represents moving on from that old, having a bit of time with yourself, because that little bit of solitude that you need to move yourself forward is on the horizon. Okay, maybe you and your person have had some time apart from each other, or in solitude or alone, and maybe that's what's going to propel you forward, right? The thing is this, nobody can complete us. Okay, we have to be whole on our own. So maybe a bit of solitude time has happened, is necessary, is going to happen before we end up getting those new blessings. Bottom of the deck, we had the Two of Pentacles, so juggling and wisdom. Okay, so Virgos they're very smart, they're very wise, okay, but sometimes they do work too hard. They have multiple jobs, need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. It's, you know, I think I mentioned earlier about working hard. Yes, Virgos work hard, but there's a difference between working hard and working smart. Okay, so this is really important. It's using your wisdom so that you're not juggling. Okay, it's that you're working smarter. So this is your reading for November 2020, Virgo. I have a feeling that you're going to be leaving something behind that's going to be like a weight lifted off of you, especially on your heart. Okay, and moving forward to purification, to love, your person, blessings, pleasure, and just using that wisdom that you have. Okay, so continue to be smart, work smart. Okay, and all the best in November 2020. Thank you.